So welcome, everybody. Good morning. My name is Lori Boxer from Weight Nova Diet Center. We have currently 3 offices, one in New Jersey, one in Brooklyn, one in Long Island, which I'm hoping to do something about. I also service clients nationwide by phone, by Skype, by email, and my mother is the founder of the business. Next year we'll be in business for 30 years, so obviously we must be doing something right. And normally when I give these presentations, I'm always talking about the things that are very passionate to me, about fat, how it hurts you. I'll talk about, how it affects every part of your body. I'll talk about polycystic ovaries, infertility, cancer, and its relationships. But the other day, after getting asked, a question for like the 97,000th time, I figured to myself, I want to just talk a little bit about the questions that I get asked most frequently. And in my way of being transparent, and people who know me in this room, transparency is not an issue for me. Actually, it's my greatest asset, is also my greatest liability. I'm just telling it like it is. So I put all these questions up on my website, so they're going to be there now, because what I want people to do is do me a favor. The questions are up there. Call me afterwards. If I'm too expensive for you, if I've got, if I'm too honest for you, it's going to come through right there at those frequently asked questions section on my website. Don't call me. If you can't afford me, don't call me. I'm not making a deal with you. That's really what it comes down to. So, from every experience, you learn something, and now we have a full page on my website of frequently asked questions. So one of the questions that I always get asked is, these are all my favorites. I couldn't pick which one was my real favorite. But one of the questions I always get asked is when somebody calls up, and I will say I'm pretty lucky. Most people that call me, they don't call me because they want to find out information about the program. They call me because they want to make an appointment. I'm very lucky in that way, because mostly all of my clients are referred. I have also a lot of clients that are referred to me by physicians of every walk of life, oncologists, pediatrics, cardiologists, endocrinologists, so I'm pretty lucky in that way. But every now and then, a call comes in and they want some information about the program, and as I'm going through it, one of the questions is the program restrictive in any way? And my answer is, I'm always waiting for that question, restrictive as opposed to what? What you're doing now that got you fat? What does that mean? And I will say it just that way, as Pavlos knows that I will. I mean, to have absolutely no restrictions, when you eat what you want, when you want, as much as you want, as little as you want, or also the opposite, not at all. People go hours and hours without eating. That's how skinny people get fat. By not eating, by the way, your metabolism slows down. So I'm always waiting for that question. And so I will say to somebody, you need the discipline, the guidance, the structure, the accountability. You need portion control in your life so that you don't eat more than you need, because if you eat more, the calories you eat extra, it could be 80 calories of an apple or 80 calories of potato chips. It's the same damn thing. Your body will take those 80 extra calories and store them as fat. If you undereat, even if you're only eating good food, but you're undereating, your metabolism slows down, and that's how you gain weight with less food. So this is one of my favorite questions. It's up there now, and I will tell people, do me a favor, go to my frequently asked questions and then call me back. The other question that I always get is, I know someone, and this is another one of my favorites, I know someone who lost a lot of weight with you, but they gained some or all of it back. Why? Why did they do that? And I'm not making this up. And I'll say, I don't know. Why? That's not my fault. If you went to a famous cardiologist and he put a new heart in your body, and gave you a heart transplant, and it was absolutely perfect, and then you went out and you started smoking again, and you started drinking again, and you started getting fat again, and now in your heart, is it the doctor's fault? I don't know. Why did they gain their weight back? Is it because they didn't finish the program? Is it because they dropped out before they got to stabilization maintenance? I don't know. Another favorite one of my questions. But I'm waiting. I'm doing this for such a long time. I absolutely have a chip on, no question. I mean, I absolutely admit that. But the truth is, I have thousands and thousands of clients over the years. I have drawers full. The only folders that I do keep longer than 5 years are all of my stabilization and maintenance clients. Very rarely does a client finish our program and return. Very rarely. And when somebody calls me up on the phone and I'm going through some of the information, they say, well, no, I know all that. I'm a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. That to me is a red blanket to a bull when I hear that. I'm a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. Really? How's that working out for you? I mean, really. I'm waiting for that question. I don't want people coming into my office every year. I don't want that. That means I haven't done my job. No, I want them to come, I want them to learn, I want them to get slim, I want them to get healthy, I want them to get out. That's what my role is, and all the people that work for me. Do people have a bad day? Do they gain 5 pounds back in a year? Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who get this close to where they need to be. They think they know it all. They drop out of the program before they get to stabilization maintenance. I always, always, always see them again, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds and more back. And when they don't take the stabilization maintenance, and I warn people all the time, they're this close. And they get cocky, they get full of themselves, they don't want to go through because I only get paid for my weight loss services. There's 18 weeks of free stabilization and maintenance, and they're crucial. I always say to somebody, I can't force you to come in here, but I'm going to make more money from you when you come back, and I always do. Always do. I have the same amount of weight to lose as my friend, and she told me she paid you $800. Is that what it will cost me? Okay, first of all, you may think you have the same amount of weight to lose as somebody else. I'm going to tell you exactly how much weight you need to lose. And whatever amount of weight they told you, whatever they told you they paid, they're full of shit. Trust me. No one's telling you exactly how much they weigh. They're not telling you if they have diabetes. They're not telling you if they're trying to get pregnant but can't. They're not telling you a whole lot of medical stuff that's going on in their bodies. They're just not. And maybe they didn't pay you $800. Maybe they paid $400. You don't know what anybody pays you, so you've got to come in and let me tell you. Okay, I know, listen, I'd like to, I hear that you're really tough. This is a biggie. I hear that you're really tough. I don't know if you know this, but I hear that you're referred to in the community as the diet Nazi. Is that true? Love this question. One person's tough is the next person's truthful. And I am that. Look, I've always been this way. My greatest asset is my greatest liability. I know that for a fact, but I'm 100% guilty of being totally honest. I have no time for friggin' bullshit. I have no time for it. That's not what I'm about. That's Weight Watchers. That's the drive-through. You go there, you tell them how much weight you want to lose. They tell you you look slim. They'll set a goal weight for you, easy to achieve, impossible to attain. Get the fuck out. That's not me. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm going to tell you what you need to weigh, because when I go to bed at night, I'm not particularly religious, but I'm spiritual. And I'm going to have my head and go with God. I'm going to tell you what you need to weigh, what nobody's telling you, what your husband's not telling you, or your spouse is not telling you. They're telling you look fine, and you don't. And when the doctor tells you you only have 20 pounds, the doctors do this. Listen, I'll be very happy if you lose 20 pounds. Obviously, because you'll look better with it off. You need to lose 70 pounds. You need to lose 70 pounds. That's the reality. Don't spend any money here with me, because I'm not taking the weight off you. I can get 20 pounds off you, but I can't put you on stabilization and maintenance when you're 50 pounds overweight. When you are just 5 pounds overweight, your fat cells are growing, your metabolism is slowing down, and for every new pound you gain, your next 2 are coming on in half the time. This is reality, and the reason why I can speak this way is because I know my shit, I'm 100% honest, and what I'm telling you, or a client, is irrefutable. You cannot argue. You may not like the message, but you're not arguing with biology and science. You're just not, till the cows come home. So, a beast woman, she'll come in and she'll tell me, I always ask these questions, private questions. Does your husband bother you about your weight? Especially they're telling me that my husband's slim. There's the day we were married. I hear that a lot. I hear that from men too, about their wives. Really? How does your wife feel about the fact that he's 75 pounds? She find it sexy? I come right out and ask it, because someone's got to get through that, and get through the maze of denial that people are in. So anyway, look, I have pages and pages of my frequently asked questions. They are all up at my website. And again, my name is Lori Boxer, Weight Number Diet Center. I do have a tough reputation, but I am really, really good at what I do. And thank you for listening.